nerds, what's up? So, we have some tags to film today, but before I get into our tag today, I do want to make an announcement. The fact that my school semester started yesterday, and which is Tuesday of this week. And so unfortunately after this Friday, which is when this video is going up, I'm going to start uploading only once a week. So I'm going to be uploading on Wednesdays from now on until this semester ends. I just put all of my dates and everything into my planner for this semester's classes, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. It's gonna be a tough semester, so I decided to lessen my load a little bit elsewhere. So I will be uploading on Wednesdays for now. Of course, if I have a bunch of videos filmed and edited and I feel like putting up an extra video, then I will, but that's when to expect a video for sure. Now that I've said that, let's get into this tag. This is the Jennifer Lawrence tag. It was created by Michael Booklion. I will link him down below. He is also who tagged me to do this video, so I'm very excited to do this for you guys. I love Jennifer Lawrence. I'm a little bit obsessed with her. She's a goddess. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about her. So yeah, let's get into this. Okay. Question number 1, growing up in Kentucky, your favorite book set in a rural area. And that is a book that I do not own. I actually got it from the library and then had to obviously give it back. And it is Okay for Now by Gary D. Schmidt. It is about a boy who recently moved into this town. Not only is he the new kid, but it's also a rural area. He's very self-conscious about it, so he doesn't like to say that. He learns to draw while he's there, and he has an abusive dad, and he's been taught to be a real man. He doesn't need to know how to read or draw or stuff. And it's such a heartwarming story. I love, love, love that book. I really want to own it. Okay, number 2, Discovery of the Streets of New York. A little known book you found while browsing and ended up loving. I'm going to talk about a book that you guys have probably heard me talk about, and it is by Scott Westerfield, who just wrote Afterworlds, but it is the Ugliest series, and I didn't know what this was about. I read it way far back in middle school or something. It was far before I ever knew about BookTube, or maybe even before BookTube was really a thing, I'm not sure. So I picked up this book and then I eventually loved it. Well, I loved it so much that I eventually bought the entire series, so I now own that. Love, love, love this series. But when I picked it up the first time, I had no idea what it was about. Number 3, Swearing Off Social Media. A book you refuse to read. I haven't read 4 yet by Veronica Roth because I hated Allegiant, but I don't think I won't ever read it. I think eventually I will, but I just don't want to spend the money on it. So I need a friend who lives close who's willing to let me borrow it, and unfortunately most of my friends that read don't read those types of books. They don't read hyped books like that, so none of them own it. So we'll see if I ever get to it. I don't know. If I got it as a gift, I would read it. Number 4, Beginnings on TV into a Film. A series that gets better with each installment. I'm going to talk about a book, and this is probably a little controversial, but it is the Twilight series by Stephenie Meyer. Obviously, when I read it in middle school, it was amazing, and then it just got better and better. But I also think that after rereading them, Stephenie Meyer's writing gets better as the series goes on. It's why The Host is her best book, in my opinion. It's the last book she's written. So she got better as a writer as this series went on, and I think that's the main reason that this series gets better. It's not the characterization or anything like that, but it's just the fact that the author was a brand new author when she wrote this, and then as the series went on, she learned how to write. Number 5, The Oscar Trip. A book or series that hit a snag. I am going to talk about this book a few times starting now, and it is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, the Mara Dyer trilogy. The second one was my least favorite book for me in this series, and even though I still liked that book most definitely, I think I gave it a 4. It was my least favorite, and it just and then it started and then it got better again. So yeah, this is one of the only ones that I could think of. Number 6, Jlaw and Chris Martin. Favorite book by a collaboration of authors, and I've actually only read one book that is by a collaboration of authors, and it is My True Love Gave to Me, which is technically a series of short stories, and it's not a written collaboration. It's just a bunch of authors in one book because it's a bunch of short stories put into one. So that shouldn't even count, and so unfortunately I'm just not read enough in this area to have a favorite. Number 7, work with David O. Russell. Dysfunctional character you can't help but love. The main character, the female main character from Water for Elephants, she's just amazing, but you don't really know what's going on in her life for a while in the book. And I just really, really love this entire book. I really want to reread it, and it's just so good. And I love circus books, I realize. Like, I just love the idea of a circus. Number 8, Mystique, a villain who thinks they're doing what's right. I'm going to talk about the villain from Vicious by weeee, which I don't own because I borrowed it from the library. This is one of my favorite books of 2014. It was so good. The main character and the villain, who are both really main characters, I would say, used to be best friends, and then you know that 10 years later the protagonist is coming out, he's breaking out of jail, he just broke out of jail, and the antagonist has been like hiding for the last 10 years. So you don't really know what's going on in the book for a while, and it's really great. Just love it. It's an adult superhero book. What's not to like? I don't understand. Number 9, The Hunger Games, favorite high-profile series. And right now, like, I mean, obviously I could talk about Harry Potter, but I'm going to write off The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer because everyone's talking about this book right now. Or the series right now, because the 3rd one just came out. It's so, so good, guys. I just love it so much. I made a full series review. It starts out spoiler-free and then gets into a discussion. If you want to go check that out, I'll link it down below because I just posted that on Monday. So, Number 10, the last question. Everything she's ever said. Favorite comedic / snarky character? And that is going to be from one of my favorite books that no one ever talks about. Why doesn't anyone talk about this book? I don't understand. And it is the main character, and that is Skeeter from The Help by Catherine Stockett. I love this book. I love this movie. I love the entire thing. I love Emma Stone, who plays Skeeter in the movie, and she did an amazing job. The character is written just like she portrays it in the movie. So if you've seen the movie and you haven't read the book, then you know exactly what I'm talking about too. Like, no one's missing out here. She's so good. She's so funny. Book. Read it. Get it. Buy it. This is one of my favorite things. Maybe I'll give it away during the biannual Bibliothon, which is happening June 21st through 27th, in case you didn't know. That's everything. This is the entire tag. It happened. We did it. Hooray. I love Jennifer Lawrence. Michael Bookline, who created this tag and tagged me in it, is so, so great. You should check out his channel. So who am I going to tag? I think I was also tagged by Little Red Reader, or Red, over on her channel too. So I'll link her down below too because I think she tagged me, and then I'm not going to tag her obviously, but I will tag Kelly from Kelly's Bookspill, Brittany from Brittany's Book Find, Emma from Emma Books, Selena from OXXX Snap 13, that's really hard to say every time, and Sierra from Sierra Reads, and Veronica and Lucy from Bookish Best Friends, and Rocket Reads, Alexis, and I think that's enough, right? That's enough. Ooh, let's tag Kat. Little Book Owl. I'm just gonna go big or go home, right? So I'll tag her too. So that's everyone I tagged. That was the entire tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Comment down below what your answers are, or if you did a video of it because I did this video, then link me to it because I love watching tag videos. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!